It's the NFL on EA Sports. Kickoff looming in this AFC West matchup as we join you from Arrowhead Stadium.
We've got one of the hottest teams in the game on the field today, riding a 5-game winning streak.
And, man, they're hot for a lot of reasons. Healthy. Everybody believes. The quarterback, my gosh, if the guy even looks like he's going to get open, he is putting the ball on the money. They are hot, and they're going to be tough to beat.
First down at the 21. Rivers looking long. Now, here's a look at the Chargers lineup on offense today. Can this unit finally gel and figure out a way to start moving the football down the field?
It's a 2 tight end formation. 2nd and 10.
Bell's handed the football. Here's the Chiefs' defensive lineup. This is a defense that has given up so much yardage, we ought to be talking about mileage instead of yardage. Bell takes his spot in the backfield. The Chargers from the 22.
Brandon Fields called on now to punt it.
No chance to return this one as that punt is headed to the sidelines. At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. The Chiefs this time will go with 2 tight ends. Charles is going to secure the handoff. The Chiefs are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. Hundley is going to take it from the gun. And they take him down.
Well, every defense is looking for somebody to sack the quarterback, and that time the speed of the defensive end gets around the tackle and gets the sack.
Third down after the sack.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
And he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense.
And it'll be Colquitt back to punt.
This punt will be returned.
That's a gain of 10. The Chargers offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Well, Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on your side and get it rolling.
That's his first reception today.
Good job by the quarterback that time. He doesn't panic. He reads that it's a zone, and you have to wait for the receivers to get in between the defenders. Nice throw and catch.
First down and 10.
Makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown. And they've got a lead for themselves midway through the first thanks to that touchdown.
Yeah, it was a good drive that time. It had a little bit of everything in it, and it just gives you tremendous confidence as here we are halfway through the first quarter. Now you put the pressure on the other team.
Wilson's running this one out. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
Well, it's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
And now we'll look at the Chiefs' offense. This is an efficient group. Last week, turning the football over just once.
Jim, look at that. The defensive line now shifting to the right.
And it's incomplete. Just couldn't hold on to it after the hit. And here's the Chargers defensive lineup. One of the best teams in the league this year against opposing quarterbacks. The Chiefs come to the line. First down marker is at the 32. If this last sequence is any indication, this defense is going to give that quarterback fits as this game goes along.
It was a good series for the defense, no question about it. They learned a lot there. Let's see if they can do it and do it more as the game goes along.
He's got a chance for a return. He'll pick up 7 this time. The Chargers offense heading back onto the field to start the drive after the result of their last possession was a touchdown. You think they've got another one in them, partner?
Oh, I absolutely do. I mean, just look at them. They got a good football team. The quarterback has great confidence and talent, and you put those things together. That makes you good. It makes you dangerous. I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down there again.
They come to the line, and it's first down. Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play. Rivers connects with Antonio Gates. Pass complete, but did not get them the first, so it's second down now. The Chiefs lined up in the nickel. Handoff by Rivers. Gets about 9 on the play.
That was an awesome job by the running back that time, breaking those tackles. In the NFL, the low man wins. That time, the running back was the low man. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Le'Veon Bell has the catch. Bell's met at the 16.
Plays are not always going to be perfect. Tight coverage, good throw by the quarterback, and a nice job by the receiver. Catching the football, breaking the tackle, and getting down the field for a few extra yards.
Rivers is going back to the air on this play. And it's thrown over to Stevie Johnson. The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Oh, look at that. The defensive line shifted over to the left.
Ali brings the quarterback down.
It is truly a bonus when you can take your outside linebacker and let him rush the quarterback and he can get a sack. Nice job that time by the outside linebacker.
Loss of a couple that time. Bell in the backfield. Single back set. 3rd and 7. And Gates comes up with the ball.
First down by the offense in the red zone. And, you know, when you're on the defensive side, you don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
Back to the air here on first down. The ball is taken out of his hands.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
The Chiefs with a nickel look here on defense. 2nd and goal from the 6.
love these situations. 3rd and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with a pass, and if it is a pass, I will look for something quick.
3rd and goal at the 6.
It's Gates with the reception.
Good job by the receiver, running into that defense, through the zone, finding the open space, and making a nice catch.
The kick is good.
Not a whole lot of scoring here as we welcome you back to the action.
The Chiefs are anxious to return the kickoff.
And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You're putting us back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest.
The Chiefs all bunched up here as they get set at the line.
2nd down and a long way to go.
Tries and fails to hook up with Jeffrey on that pass.
Every quarterback hates a situation like this. You're down the football game and you got 3rd and long, but you must be thinking, don't turn it over. So don't force the situation by trying to throw one in there in tight coverage. If they're not open, throw it short.
Looking long. Puts a hand. Oh, he made the catch. He caught it with one hand.
One-handed catches, Phil, are becoming a thing of art.
Well, they practice it now, Jim. I think as they're growing up, you see them practice it out on playgrounds when they're in practice, and they come out here in the game, and they just make it happen. That is really, truly an incredible one-handed catch. Well, the quarterback has such great confidence in the receiver, and why not? He's talented, and every time the football's thrown his way, he finds a way to make the catch.
The line of scrimmage right at the 24. The Chargers with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. 1st down at the 24. And gains about 1. Second and 10 coming up. Jamal Charles is in the backfield. The Chiefs take it from the 23.
Taking off.
Tackle's made, and the 1st down is picked up. The Chiefs have driven inside the red zone, and last week they were so effective inside the 20. Jamal Charles. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's his 50th career touchdown run.
That's hard to do as an offense, to march down the field like that and overcome so many situations. Excellent execution. Nice touchdown drive.
The Chargers ready to return the kick.
They're setting up the return. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Chargers really have this offense cranking, Phil. They've scored on their last 2 series.
You know, what we see now in the NFL, so many different ways to move an offense. Screens, run plays, power plays, trick plays. Right now, everything working on the offensive side.
The Chargers take it from the 23. The catch by Bell.
Well, the only thing I can say about that play, it was better than an incompletion. The quarterback gets the completion, and they pick up a yard or 2.
2nd down coming up. Rivers is all by himself in the backfield for this snap. Out of the shotgun. He's hit as he throws it. The Chargers are at the line, facing 3rd down, which was not an issue for them last week as they converted a number of times in crucial situations. looking to go down the field here. He caught it. Johnson's tackled down at the 38. The Chargers are looking good so far, Phil, and a lot of that has to do with the passing game. Rivers has been on the mark to this point.
He has. He's one of the better throwers in the NFL. When you give him time like he's had here so far today, he is going to put it right on target.
The defense will take the penalty.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
The Chiefs defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. 1st and 20. Throws the pass.
The line of scrimmage, the 48.
Rivers is going to take the snap from the shotgun. Scanning the field. Brings the quarterback down.
Outside linebackers who can get to the quarterback, they are a rare breed in the NFL because it takes talent, size, speed, everything to do it as a linebacker, and we saw it that time on display.
The Chargers have it at the 44. But drilled as he throws it.
The Chargers really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's 3rd and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
That punt could not have been better struck. And now the defense has the advantage with the opposition, with their backs to their own end zone. Better be careful here. Terrible starting field position here for the offense. Hundley is lining up in the pistol. Looking long. In a dangerous spot here. Backs to the end zone. Stepping up to the line at the 6. 2nd down and 10. Tries and fails to hook up with Jeffrey on that pass.
Well, it doesn't get much worse than this, does it? You're losing the football game. Now you're looking at 3rd and long. And, look, there are no miracles in the NFL. I'll tell you that. So be smart. If the play is not there, don't force it. Dump it off and wait for the next time you get it.
3rd down and 10. Makes the grab and the feeder down. It's obvious that the game plan coming in was let's get the football in the hands of our wide receiver early and often.
Shoot, if it was me, I'd say get that football to him every game. That would be my priority because he's one of the best ones in the NFL. And once he catches the football, look out.
Taken down at the 39.
Well, it's a big game by the offense, and that's what this league is about. We talk about so many things. Oh, play good defense, don't turn it over. But it's about big plays. You got to take chances down the field. The quarterback was willing to do it that time, and he made it happen.
Hundley is completion percentage, 50% on the day. Second down following the run. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half.
They come to the line at the 31-yard line.
Hundley is running away from the pressure.
That was an awesome job that time by the quarterback getting out of the pocket. He keeps the play alive and able to throw it down the field for a nice completion. Good job by the offense here. Hustle up, get that football snap, conserve time, and most of all, conserve that timeout. Those are big down the stretch. Well, we got a close game here right before half. Good job by the offense deciding to go into hurry-up offense. What you need here, as many plays as you can get and use up as little time as possible. If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to...
Ball was out. The offense was able to recover the ball.
What a big break the offense gets here. They fumble the football when they're inside their opponent's 20-yard line. They're going in to score, and somehow they come up with a fumble. Good job.
Second and goal from the 4. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
When you get third and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second. It's been a beautiful drive so far by this offense, Jim. They started in bad field position. Now they're inside the 20. Let's see if they can get it done from here. Big decision for the coach this time, Jim. You failed on third and goal. What do? Do you go for it? I say you call the play and you try to put up 7 points.
The coach is going to go for it. And he'll take the snap and plow ahead. What will be the mental makeup of this team after the half, Phil, as that 4th down attempt goes against them?
Well, I think they're all going to go in halftime. And you know what, Jim? They're going to be mad about one thing. They're going to be mad at the coach because he's the one that decided to go for it on 4th down. It could come back and be one of the big plays of the game.
Phillip Rivers from the shotgun. Second down with the defense ready to pounce. The Chargers at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. 2nd and 10. Antonio Gates hauls it in. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Third down. Have to be very careful here. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Rivers is back in shotgun formation. And Jennings should have intercepted that one. Almost had it.
What a job by the defender that time, reading the quarterback and the receiver and being in position to knock that football away. That is really well played. That's a clinic. Put that on the highlight film and show guys how to do it.
This punt will not be returned. It will never see the field of play as it sails out of bounds. The Chiefs look to be almost certain to come away with points the last time they had the ball, but instead of attempting a field goal, they went for it on 4th down and were unable to convert. Let's see what they do with this possession.
Yeah, look, this isn't high school or college football where you get many possessions. In the pros, you don't get that many. When you get a chance to get points, you got to take advantage of it and take those points.
And they deck the quarterback.
Not a good job by the quarterback that time. Inside of 2 minutes in the first half, you got to get rid of the football. If nobody's open, just throw it away. That time, he loses yards by taking the sack.
Corners are backing off here. This will probably be the last play of the first half. Hundley is standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. And he's sacked again. The teams head to the locker room, and we'll be heading to the studio to our pal Larry Ridley as you watch the NFL on EA Sports. Wilson's going to test the coverage here. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
The third quarter begins with this play. Comes away with it.
The Chiefs did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and, you know, you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
First down at the 38. Kelsey's got the catch and the first. Hundley has got no one behind him. Just a quarterback waiting for the snap. Going for the home run. Incomplete. Just when you thought the receiver might run under that pass, the pass, in fact, is thrown too far. Incomplete.
It was overthrown a little bit, no doubt about it, and I have no problem with that. I just thought it was the wrong time to call a deep throw down the field. I was expecting a run or a short throw. No. We get the deep throw, and what do we get? An incompletion.
3rd and 4 coming up following that completion. No need to huddle. Hurry up offense. He runs with it right up the gut. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
The Chiefs, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
Going deep. Makes the grab. Touchdown. And they look really sharp here in the early part of the second half with that touchdown that gives them the lead.
Yeah, you go in at halftime, you get you a cold drink, you get a little rest, and you can change your frame of mind, and we saw that. What an impressive drive by the offense.
The Chiefs now ready to kick the football down the field. It out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Chargers talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
Rivers comes out in the pistol. The Chargers take it from the 38. And that's Johnson in on the stop.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to. And also, it opens up so many other things for your offense.
The Chargers take it from the 43. Wilkerson takes him down.
Well, if I was that quarterback, I'd be mad after getting sacked like that by the defensive end. Your offensive tackle's just got to do a better job.
Can they overcome the sack? 3rd down on the way. The Chiefs' defense now is going to go nickel. From the shotgun. Scans the field. Has got the catch and the first.
The Chargers just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
First down at the 49. Adams got it on a pass that had some heat.
When you see the defensive back on the inside of a wide receiver, and you have a corner route on, make sure you throw it towards the sideline. Let the wide receiver outrun the defensive back, and he makes a nice catch there.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. And it's just thrown away. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. 2nd down and 10. Toss to the outside. Line of scrimmage, the 25-yard line. The Chargers will look to get to the 13 to pick up a first.
Look at the signals. The D-line is all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
It's intercepted. The fourth quarter is almost upon us, and they can tack some points onto their lead after that interception. What a huge swing this would be as this game's starting to get a late going here, Phil.
Absolutely. It just changes everything in the game. It changes, if they can score, how you approach it. You know, gets everybody excited and just makes it so tough on the opposing team.
The Chiefs will go with the pistol on this play. First down at the 20. And he's thrown to the ground.
That's an awesome job by the outside linebacker. He gets a sack on the quarterback, and nowadays you've got to do it all if you're an outside linebacker. You've got to be tough against the run, cover receivers down the field, and yes, plays like that get to the quarterback.
Hundley is lined up. No extra blockers for this snap. He's drilled as he throws.
When it's third and long on the offensive side, you have very few choices on how to pick up a first down. Call one of them and see if you get lucky and see if it works.
The Chiefs get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first. Heaving it down the field. Going to be a penalty here.
Coming to the line at the 48.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Easy catch there. No one near him.
Well, the defense, they get the first down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances. Go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
Hundley's completion percentage, 60% on the day.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
The Chargers come out in a dime package. Jamal Charles carries the football. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Hundley has got it in the gun. And the reception by Charles.
The Chiefs really got it going now. They got confidence. They got momentum. They got a small lead here in the second half. And that first down, what does it do? It just gives the offensive coordinator confidence. And, of course, this quarterback, he is always ready to go.
1st and 10. And they'll run the football with Charles. That's a gain of 6.
Jamal Charles, he doesn't look like the biggest running back in the NFL. He's very fast and very powerful. That was a nice gain by him in the red zone.
Right back to him once more. Charles takes the hit and is brought down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
We enter the 4th quarter. A very closely contested defensive battle. And Phil, these offenses been held in check all day long. What might be the mindset right now going into the last quarter?
I think that, you know, when you have a game like this, it's low scoring going into the 4th quarter and it's close, you've got to be on the offensive side very careful. Make sure you don't take chances where you make a mistake and you can end the game for your team with that mistake.
Final quarter underway now with this snap. Hundley is now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. That was Lewis on the coverage that time.
When you have a defense that's really fast, you don't worry so much about quarterbacks who can scramble on 3rd down. Even though it was 3rd and short, this defense can really run, and they stopped the QB short of the first down. That was a nice long drive by the offense that time, and it stalls out. But good job by the kicker coming in and putting 3 points on the board.
Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Chargers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
The ball is jarred loose.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
2nd and 10. The reception by Adams. Gains 20.
The Chargers look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Rivers out of the gun. It's wide open. Rivers slides and ends the play.
That's a really smart job that time by the quarterback. Pick up all the yards you can, and before you're going to get hit, slide in there like you're going to second base.
Second down, 4 to go. And they are in on Bell. It's third down coming up. Playing press coverage to the outside. Rivers is going to take it from the gun. Floyd's going to pull in the bullet pass.
The Chargers did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score. Look at the defensive linemen talking. They're all now shifting to the left.
The Chargers take it from the 38. They go screen with Bell. It's wide open. And he steps out of the field of play.
Zone defense doesn't work in the NFL like it used to. Good job by the quarterback reading that zone and finding the open guy. Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone, you look for one of your star players, your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back. They need to make a big play here.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Second and goal from the 6. Wilkerson gets to the quarterback.
You got to be quick and decisive when you're down near the goal line and you're throwing the pass as a quarterback. That time he was not, and he takes a huge sack.
So they get to the quarterback on that last play. Third down coming up. Rivers will take the snap from the gun. And incomplete as Brown can't hold on.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good. The football falls incomplete.
The kick is good.
Yeah, that was a good job that time by the defense. They were bending. They did not break, and all they did was give up a field goal.
Wilson's going to run this one out. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Chiefs offense ready to continue its recent run here as they've scored the last 2 times they've had it, Phil.
Well, let's look at it from the defensive side. What do you think they're thinking? Oh, my gosh, what's coming next? Because everything the offense has tried so far has worked.
Running room. And he's on the sidelines and out of bounds. He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground. First and 10. And they'll give it to Jamal Charles. Takes it the distance for the touchdown.
There is nothing like getting a long running play for a touchdown. When you do, you just feel like you're stealing something. It takes good blocks, but most importantly, it takes a talented running back to get it done, and this team definitely has one.
And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Chargers spring their offense back onto the field. A long drive the last time they had it, but they got only 3.
Well, here's what they got out of that long drive, too, when you talk about it. I know it was just a field goal, but they tired the defense out. Now they got to take advantage of the fact that that defense is tired and look for some strikes down the field.
But that defense today looks like a bend but don't break kind of defense.
Yeah, that's kind of their style, isn't it? They like to play that way, and that's why it's always important on the offensive side. When you get in position, look for that big play down the field to get in that end zone and don't keep trying to drive it 5 yards at a time. Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Now looking at third down. Handoff. Bell, right side. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down. The Chargers have it at the 29. Looking across the middle. Bell's going to pick up the first down as he's tackled. Getting set as fast as they can. Rivers is going to take the snap from the shotgun. The pass is incomplete. There was no one open.
Just stick the football on him. When you see a receiver run a route like this, they're going to the corner, drive it, throw it on the line drive, so that way there can't be a mistake.
2nd and 10 coming up. The Chargers will take the snap from the 35. At it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out, incomplete.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get third and long, I'll tell you what catches a defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
On the way, third down. This will probably be the last play before the 2-minute warning here in the final quarter. And it's knocked down. 2 minutes to go in the second half. Going for it on fourth down. They'll go for it on fourth down. Late stages.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
The Chargers turn the ball over on downs.
Well, but there's man-to-man coverage on the defensive side, and the defense does a job like this where they are covering those receivers. There is nothing a quarterback can do except that, throw another incomplete pass.
The Chiefs will take the snap from the 35. And they're all over him for the sack.
You just got to know when your offensive line is overmatched. And when they're overmatched, you got to be simpler, quicker with your passes, and protect the quarterback with more people back there helping.
The Chiefs snap it at the 41. Charles is going to take the handoff now.
Here they come to the 41-yard line.
The Chargers defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Wants to go deep. And a flag.
That was a nice job by the defense. Being alert for the downfield throw, the defensive back in good position results in an incompletion. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
Chiefs are in for the score. Hundley, his second touchdown of the game.
You got to give the offensive line just a lot of credit. It's first and goal. They just line up and power the football in there. Nice run, but a great job by the O-line.
The Chargers ready to return the kick. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. First down at the 22. Bell takes it out of the eye. That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's second down and 9. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Bell's got it on the handoff. Ball is out. Recovery by the offense. What a lucky break this time. They fumble, but they recover it and maintain possession.
NFL teams, the offense, every single day they work with anybody that's going to handle the football. How to hold it, he didn't do a good job that time. That's why he fumbled.
And he's sacked, and that should do it. They won't get another playoff here. Nothing like being a little greedy in this league as the win streak adds another victory to the column.
Oh, you're right there. When you're talking about winning, everybody wants to be greedy, and there's a reason why they're winning. They're hitting more than the other team. They're hitting harder. They want it more, and a lot of times will has a lot to do with the outcome of NFL games.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.